all living organisms carry out basic functions. There are different organs, this you have done in 7th, that they do various functions. In this chapter, you will learn about the basic structural unit of an organ, which is the cell. Because this chapter is cell, you will study that what is the structure of a cell and what is the function of a cell. The cell was discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665, where he studied cork under a simple magnifying device. The picture of a cork is shown under a microscope. A cork is something which you have seen in under the shuttlecock. There is a round portion which contains a wooden structure, that is a cork. It is a part of a bark of a tree. And this you will see, like I have said in the shuttlecock, you will see it in some packing devices under the cap of the phone. But it has been replaced, but still it is used in some areas. And why he studied? Because the cork has wood inside. He took slices of cork and observed them under a microscope, and he found that there are different compartments which are, if you see any structure of it, you will see that it has got cracks in it, because they are square or rectangular shapes inside. And he observed partitioned boxes or compartments in the cork slice. These boxes appear like a honeycomb. So he also noticed that one box was separated from the other by a partition. So he observed, like in this picture it is shown that there are bricks, so there are gaps in between the bricks. So he coined the term cell for each box. Why did he call it a cell? Because cell was a term which was used, which is still used, but in the ancient time it was used for prisoners, where the prisoners were kept. So they were kept in small areas, and in those areas, small areas means the rooms were very small. They were less than the height of a person. If a person was kept inside a cell, he could not get up and move around. So those areas were called cell at that time. So those reminded him, and he called these parts inside the cork as cells. Since then we call them as cells. When Hooke observed boxes of cells in the cork were actually dead cells. Cells of the living organism could be observed only after the discovery of microscope. So in the beginning, the organisms, the cells were discovered and they were studied, and they could be only observed further in detail when the microscope, strong power microscopes were discovered. Very little was known because the microscopes were not very powerful. And for the next 150 years, Robert Hooke observations were not after his death. Much was done because he was the only person who thought about it, and therefore, whatever was discovered was discovered. Later on, when the microscopes were discovered, then further research went on. Today we know a lot about the structure of the cell because there are more microscopes. So microscope does not mean a highly complicated device. In any magnifying glass can also be called a simple microscope. Now, what is a cell? Both bricks in a building and cells of the living organisms are basic structural units. So this is the definition of a cell, that cells are the basic structural unit which make the component of a cell. So whenever you study anything, you can underline and then mark the definition where the heading is given. And the buildings, though built of similar bricks, have different designs, shapes and size. In the living world, organisms are different from one another, but all are made up of cells. Every living organism is made up of cell. So cell is just like you make a big wall. So you have to start by putting one brick. So one brick is called a part of a wall. In the same way, in every living organism, one part will be called the cell. Cells in the living organism are complex living structures they are not like non-living things, and they are almost similar like living things. So what is the difference? They are like living organisms, but they are like non-living also. Non-living like a brick, and this is unliving. This is non-living and this is living. This is having bricks as a smaller structure, and when you study the onion peel under a microscope, you will see that its structure is like a brick wall. The egg of a hen represents a single cell, and it is big enough to be seen by unaided eye. So we will study more about that. Why is the hen's egg called a cell? Because its structure is a single cell. It is made up of a single unit inside, which further develops into a chicken. So since it is having one cell in the beginning, though it looks bigger in size, but since it is having only one cell inside, which further forms a hen, therefore it is called a single, and it is also called a cell. The organisms are seen to have variety in cell number, shape, and size. How do the scientists observe and study the cells? They use microscopes. So we can't see a cell with our eyes because its size is very small. Therefore, we use a magnifying glass, we use a microscope. Stains. Now, when you study any object under a microscope, like if you want to see these two structures which are given in the book under a microscope, they will be transparent. So when you see water under a microscope, you will not see anything. And in that water, if there is a bacteria, or there is, like here there is an amoeba and a paramecium shown, so if you will see them under a microscope, they will look transparent in the water. So if you want to see them, then you have to give color to them. Therefore you add a dye or a color to it. The color will stick to the body of the amoeba and the paramecium, and they will have color in them. So they use microscopes, and stains are used to color parts of the cell to study the structure. There are millions of living organisms, and they are of different shapes and size. Their organs also vary in shape, size, and cells. So we will study more about the cell, and we will study that what are the cells, what is a single cell, and what are the parts of a cell in the next class. So stay connected and join the next class. See you in the next session. Goodbye.